Hi guys, it's me, Nia. Don't forget to check out my mom's podcast. It's called Girlhood to Grownhood. It comes out every Thursday. It's on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Bye guys, don't forget.
Girl, you said I can't get the TV to work. What? What
Because
happened?
nowadays, okay, so this is a millennial struggle at this point because the kids know how to do it, and I found that out this weekend too. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girlhood to Grownhood. I am Tamika.
And I'm Annika.
Girl, I had to get that out the way now because I didn't even want to start ranting.
I was like, hold on, let me go get something to drink. Let me get my drink. Okay?
Girl,
'Cause winter is here.
I for one want to say thank you for Saturday.
Girl, of course.
Because the way you was booting some of them church people out the way, and
I wasn't even trying to be like that, though. But I'm like, I gotta be next to my friend. Okay. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I know where I need to
girl,
be
that
at.
nurse standing next to you was my godmama.
Oh,
My other
okay.
godmama. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
It was okay because she had other people to check on. Okay. And
Yeah, she was
was
moving around. She was making rounds.
girl, she had
So,
more people to check on. So I'm so happy and thank you for being there because girl, I had my own nurse next to me, which was you. And I didn't even realize you booted our brother, well, my brother to the back seat with his brother.
yeah, they were fine. And I knew they were fine. Yeah,
I have
it
so
worked
many,
out just fine.
girl, I got so many people to thank, and you are one of them.
You gotta thank
Hand me
me.
tissue, and girl, it was you. I thought
No
you were still
thanks
on the back
needed.
with your husband, girl.
No thanks needed.
So my mama afterwards, I was say, girl, I don't think she booted my godma out the way. I think she just got there quicker than her.
She was
'Cause she
moving
had other
around
stuff
and I
going around.
just filled in.
Yeah, she
We'll
had other
just
stuff
say
going on.
she was busy.
And then, girl, I look over at
What's she watching today?
I would just like to put in a disclaimer right now that we skipped to sleep.
Mm.
And we are still recovering. Speaking of my godmother's funeral, we are still recovering from having all the red dye 40 and all the things we weren't supposed to eat just so I could
Get through the day.
get through the day. Okay. So we are still coming down from that and detoxing right now.
She on the detox cleanse.
Girl, the repast had little hugs.
For real.
She had
Load
her
'em up.
very first little hug in life
Ooh-wee.
Saturday.
And we know that
And they
is,
only had, listen to this, it was only 2 colors, blue and red.
of course. What other colors is there?
There's an orange and a grape.
Nobody drinks that. Nobody drinks those.
And my god sister, who's a nurse, or she's an LPN, so I think that's a licensed nurse practitioner.
Yep, that's
When
exactly
she was
what it is.
feeding her so I could eat at the repast.
Mhm.
So when I brought her drink over there, she said, "Oh, so we just going right into red dye 40, huh?" Girl, it's either that, root beer, zero sugar sun kiss, or Coca-Cola tea and lemonade, which
I
was
didn't even know
country
they
time.
I didn't know they had zero sugar Sunkist.
And it stayed on that doggone table till there was desperately nothing else to drink.
They said, "Oh, ain't nothing else left. Okay, just go ahead and open it."
Oh, and of course, bottled water. But like, I
Yeah.
brought a water and a little hug over to the table because I was like, girl, I'd rather her
Balance it
drink the
out.
water, please.
Gotta
She is,
balance it out.
but she had a good old time with them folks, and she met some other kids and other things, and it was so many people. We are in detox
Yeah.
mode for sure.
Yes.
Food and germs.
Okay. 'Cause man, we ain't even gonna talk about the coldness.
It was a packed house in there too.
Yeah.
Packed house. We
But
looked
that
back.
food got ate up.
Oh, girl, yeah. It was barely enough
Yeah.
for people to like take plates home.
Oh, well, mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Okay. It was a really beautiful celebration of life.
It was. It
And I just
really
want to wrap it
was.
up by saying thank you for being there, girl, because I was a hot mess.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I wasn't no good. That's why I
I
was
know I
sitting in
had
the
to be
pews.
there. I already knew I had to be there. It was just like, okay.
I was sitting in the pews, girl. I couldn't nurse. I was told I couldn't nurse. I couldn't sing. I was a family member that day.
Yes. As you were and should have
And
been.
I'm glad I was because I was a mess.
I'm glad you were too. Yeah.
I wouldn't have been
'Cause
able to
come
hold my
on.
post. I wouldn't have been able to hold my post.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But but everything wrapped up on Monday. It was absolutely beautiful. My god
Yeah.
sister did her big one with that funeral. Okay. It was something like a movie almost, for real, for real.
Yes. I was still thinking about the I wish I knew it was what it was technically called when the nurses came up there.
They were the Genesee County. I don't have a program because I don't keep those type of things, but they were like the states
Coalition
or
the
district or county, wherever she was a nurse in. Yeah. That
Mhm. I'd never seen anything like that
me
before.
either.
That
It
was a
was
first.
I didn't even know that was on program. So that
I
was
didn't
my
know
first
that was a
time.
thing.
I didn't know that was a thing either, but that was an absolutely beautiful tribute.
Yes. Yes. It it's to honor the nurses, and we'll just leave it at that. Like, if you guys know what we're talking about, leave us something in the comments,
Yeah,
but it's
because that was a
something,
first
like,
for me. I
I've
didn't
never
know.
seen,
I've never seen nurses do
but it was
tributes when one of
beautiful.
their own passes away, and that was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Absolutely
definitely
beautiful.
something to see. It's almost
And
like the, military homage
yeah,
and
like military
salutes.
sorority, fraternity, I've seen something
Yes.
kind of similar to something like that. Yes, it was definitely given that. And that's when I was just like, I didn't know this was happening. This is too much. Like, this is too
Mhm.
much. But oh, it was such a beautiful homegoing. And we finally got her at her place of rest on Monday. So I can finally like
Take a deep breath.
take a deep breath. But our new normal starts, you know.
Yeah.
She was a big deal in our family. So this is
Mhm.
a tough one, but oh, it was something out of the movies. Thank you for being there. And that's all I'm gonna say about
Yeah.
that.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
but yes, girl. But I was trying not to be, my dark mind.
Where'd you go? Do I wanna ask? Do
No,
I
I
even
talked to
ask?
you about it already because I was like, I don't know if I should talk about it on the show, but the evolution of a black funeral, oh my
Oh,
God.
yes. How it's evolved.
Yes, from start to finish. It's so
Mhm.
crazy to see, like, I'm old enough to know what a 90s
What it
funeral used to
used to
be
be.
like.
Like, you can compare, like, thoroughly compare and
Girl,
contrast.
to know I come from the generation of knowing how they used to do it back in the 90s. Can you
Yeah,
hear her?
slightly.
Okay. But to know what a funeral used to be like in the 90s compared to now, I see why they charge the money they charge. Because what?
It's a whole it's a whole 'nother stream of income, like I said.
It ain't even a stream of income. And this is a comedic standpoint. Oh my God. I just want to be honest about her funeral from taking myself out of it as her godchild, right?
Mhm.
And putting on my producer hat, my degree hat to make sure like things were covered.
Yeah,
To know that in the 90s, it wasn't standard to go live for a funeral.
that's a number 1.
We went live for her funeral.
Yes. Yes, to the point where I had to assist the lady at the, in the kitchen, cause she was like, "Can y'all help me?" You ain't hear
Oh,
her. She said, "Can
oh,
y'all
that's
help me
what we
get
was
it
gonna talk.
pulled up?"
See, and that's what okay, I'm getting there. Okay. Listen,
I said,
this is not
"Sure."
Tamika anymore. Tamika opened the show. This is Tamika right now. Okay. And I just want to make sure people understand that transition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was bothering me because I had to go back and watch the live of her funeral. I had to. The reason why is because there is a open live chat that is happening during live.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my point. It was upsetting me and my homegirls that in the chat,
People
there
was
was a
cutting up in the
text.
chat?
They weren't cutting up in the chat. I will give them that. They weren't cutting up. Because we said we're not going to edit this no more. So I'm being honest right now.
Okay.
But they weren't cutting up in the chat. But I want people to remember that funerals going live were never a thing until COVID. And if they did, you pay extra for that. I don't know. My church didn't start going live until COVID. And I'm just going to keep it hot.
No,
Like
that's
majority of the churches, right?
accurate. Like it was very present during that time.
Right.
Mhm.
So it bothered me when in the chat, when I rewatched her funeral, because I wanted to see it from a production standpoint.
Okay.
I rewatched her funeral and I was reading the chat as I was going along, because you got to remember, we are millennials. We know lives and how they work. You watch the
Mhm.
live and read the chat
Yes.
at the same time.
Yep.
It was bothering me because in the chat at one point we had a technical difficulty during the live. The people could still hear her video slideshow that was playing on top of the live audio.
Okay.
So it was bothering me that people were in the chat like, well, we can't hear. We can't hear. Why is the music playing? Why are you automatically assuming that the people who are going live broadcast can see what you're saying to know that there is an audio technical difficulty? That brings me to my point of, we are now so privileged
Yes.
that y'all would automatically think that everybody is running their lives the same way. We are our older church, and I actually love that about my church. Okay? I'm happy we don't know all the extra bells and whistles, to be honest. Sometimes. And a funeral is one of them. Because what makes you think that the people that are also running the booth are not also like in a grieving state? And what makes you think they have the equipment to know about how to go live? Some people are still having cameras in their aisleways.
Yes. Very much so. And
And the
you
aggressiveness, right? And the aggressiveness that was coming for the chat with, oh, we can't hear. I'm texting somebody right now who there. Hopefully they can get it. It was too much.
yeah.
When
And
the
yeah.
when the message got to who it needed to get to, then it got to them. But don't automatically assume that this is a mega church production and we
Mhm.
got a staff in the back that's
Yeah.
reading a live chat while there's a funeral going on.
We
And that's
have
all
definitely come a
and that's
long
all Imma
way.
say. People need to
We've
realize how far we come, that technology takes a lot of money. Not everybody has that capability, and this is also a funeral, which at one point were never live unless the videographer can make you a tape, or that church had live capabilities before it really came a thing. And Imma
Mhm.
leave and Imma stand on my millennial hill. But that was the only thing that really bothered me about Saturday that I couldn't get over.
Yeah.
So
And I
that's my
get
rant
that.
early, 'cause that really bothered me. 'Cause why would
I
y'all
get
assume
that.
that?
Yeah, well, and I guess I can kind of speak from the lens of actually being one of those individuals in the chat. And
Yes,
I'm glad
please.
that you brought up that point, because with us being in such a privileged time now where we can stream services and we don't have to be present in the church, but we can just pull it up on the stream, and we go in the chat and it gets live in the chat sometime. And I know even on some of our church services, there's been points where there's some technical difficulties with the audio. It's going to happen, but you cannot assume that people are gonna get to it right away, know exactly where the problem is streaming from. All you gotta do is say like, "Hey, no audio." You and about 4 other people gonna send it at the exact same time. You don't have to throw it in all caps. A bunch of exclamation points is not necessary, because sometimes it is gonna be where nobody sees it because it's something that's still very new to a lot of our older generations that could be manning the systems, and you just better be happy that you got the live stream at all. Um,
Exactly my point. Be happy that it was even live in the
yeah,
first place, because some things that happen in churches, I still view as a sacred moment, to where as a millennial, I understand we have this technology and we can do these things. But I'm letting y'all know right now, my funeral will not be live. I'm not putting that on air. But I'm just saying funerals are sacred to me. And I
they
understand
are.
some people can't come from out of town. And I understand now we have the capability and the technology for people to say their farewells and stuff that are out of state, the older generation. I had to airdrop her video slideshow to someone so they can show my great great who is
Mhm.
in a nursing home. So I'm glad we have capabilities like that. But
Right.
it bothers me that the aggressiveness to assume that all these churches and all these different ceremonies can be put on such a production level that y'all
Right.
are accustomed to, because that's the realm of that we live in now. Not everybody has that capability. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax. And if you
Yep.
want us to have that capability,
Produce the money because that's what it
period.
costs. You
Because
know,
that's
like,
what it costs.
people don't even understand. A lot of times, these bigger churches, mega churches, whatever you wanna call them,
Yeah, I don't
they
care what you
have
want to call them.
people that's
A whole
paid.
staff
They have it's a paid
that's
staff,
on a
people that
payroll.
actually are, matter of fact experts at
Right.
manning
They
over
went to
that
school for
equipment.
this. The church had the money to provide for them to work it. Like, it's a whole thing. Some people aren't blessed to have that. But
Yeah.
we are still doing what we need to do to make sure the people can see what they need to see. Times like this where we got older generations that wouldn't have been able to come out, and it's winter time. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? There
Mhm.
were a lot of factors, and it was the aggressiveness in the chat was really making me upset. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Wow, I'm not
We have to
shocked.
think about what we're reacting to. This ain't a TikTok live. This is a funeral.
But, again, that's how privileged we are today. That's how privileged we become to where if you ain't got that audio right and stuff ain't keeping up with the camera or whatever, if it's lagging, you gon' hear it. No audio, you gon' hear it. And it's like, man, we wasn't even doing
Ugh,
this before
I'm gonna leave.
2020.
I'm gonna leave that with my rant. That's my rant for today. I had to get it out.
I'm glad you did. That was a good one because people know. People know that's how it goes.
I was truly disappointed from my side of the fence that knows how to do all these technical things and have run live productions before and have done live things like a funeral. That's a lot. You're asking for a production
Yes. Yes. For something that wasn't even a thing
that wasn't
in
even
the
a thing
90s,
in the right. How else were you coming to the funeral?
early
You got your
2000s.
obituary in the mail like everybody else and you heard about it, or somebody was able to take some photos. We didn't even have video phones.
I don't like so you think it's cringe with audio. I think it's cringe with photos. Like that was one of my things. Like how
Always
you
thought photos were
I
cringe,
always
but
thought
over
that was
time,
weird. I'm
but over
sorry.
time, I know
Not
some people
sorry.
do that. No, I've learned that over time, some people do that and they don't view it as weird. So I don't, but to me, that is not my last vision I want to have of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just going through
I
photos
burn
on my
whatever vision I
phone.
wanted to last in my brain and have on my phone and devices. I leave it to that. That's why
But
that's the reason why.
that's been a thing before live streaming,
Oh
right?
yes, no, absolutely. I know some people who have pictures of people in caskets from
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
80s
saying, from way back.
that had to
Like,
be printed.
yeah, you
And
had to
had
get
I
it
worked
developed.
at the wall or the right or the wall M,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all sending them photos over, child, I wouldn't have been the one that had to develop them. I wouldn't have been, no.
Got them people working back
Soon
there
as I
saying,
click,
what?
I would have told somebody else got to come do these. 'Cause I'm not-
How many is it? How many times do you? It's just,
Because people used to
I
develop
never,
those.
I
There was
know.
no rules.
Now I'm taking us back before the phones, but yes, people sure would and roll that film.
I've seen them
And you
in
didn't know
photo
somebody don't took a
albums.
picture.
I've seen them in photo albums. Just there.
Why? Who thought that that was a good idea?
We love a moment.
I want to know, do any other cultures do it? Because we know what culture we speaking to specifically.
No, I'm pretty
Do
sure
any
other
other
cultures
cultures
do
do
it.
that? Mm-mm. I wish we could run a poll because I really want to know.
I'm
I think we the
I'm
only
a run a
ones.
poll.
I think we're the only ones that do it.
We can't be.
I bet you we are.
No, I don't think we are.
Who else?
No, but we
Who
can't
else
be
you
the
ain't
only.
never heard of saying? Who?
I don't know, but I know we can be the only people because we are all
Yes, we
humans.
can.
We're all humans. So eventually, it don't matter what the culture, the idea will spark itself.
Listen, y'all better stop taking pictures of people in a casket. Please stop. It's not cute.
I just know that's not the last image I want to see of anybody.
That's all I'm saying too. Like you just scrolling through your phone and then that's what I'm saying.
No, I would hope that's something somebody puts on a hard drive and not just for public view if you hand somebody your phone.
I bet you they not. I bet you they ain't. I bet you don't even put it in its own separate folder. It's just in there. It's just in the gallery.
Everything that I make for anybody that has moved on, programs, which they talking about now, I should make a business about, video slideshows, which I've
Mm-hmm.
done several, flyers or anything like that. She's really, I know you can hear her.
Yeah. So we rolling on.
Put that on a hard
Solid
drive, and I
life.
do not keep it on anything that I see daily. You
I'm
know
just
what?
saying. You want to take 5?
Let me take 5 and see if I can get her together. But if not today, I'm really gonna have to pull a mom card because I've had a week.
That's fine. That's
Okay, let
fine.
me hold on. Let me see if I can get her together for at least another 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna get my little
We'll
drink.
be back. We'll be back, guys.
Hey guys, Annika here from Girlhood to Grownhood podcast, dedicated to millennials, especially moms who are navigating motherhood while holding on to the nostalgia of the late 90s and early 2000s. I wanted to reach out because my co-host Tamika and I are offering a few sponsorship spots. Yay! It's a super chill setup. We give your business a shout out on the show, maybe drop a quick promo or special offer, and just help more people hear about what you do. If that sounds interesting, we'd love to send over a few details. Send us an email at girlhoodtogrownhood@gmail.com. Either way, appreciate your time and keep doing awesome things with your business. Later.
No, girl. My mama officially kicking at me out her house. She telling me to come get my stuff so she can move.
Girl, my mom, she'll have her little times where she have a whole bunch of my stuff together and she'd be like, here, take that with you.
The one thing she won't give me is my degrees. They're at her house. That's what I
Oh,
want back.
I finally got mine. Probably it might have been last year.
Good for you, girl. Both my diploma
She was
and both
like,
my
huh?
degrees are at my
A
mama house.
whole big old stack of stuff.
No, my
She
mom
sure
has
did.
them still on display.
Aw.
Like, I need to go over and dust them, to be honest.
Because they up there.
Girl, they are on display. Diploma, bachelor's, and master's on display, okay? But she was going through my clothes and she found the hoodie.
Yeah,
Yes.
love it.
So I thought it was only appropriate to wear it during this time. For
Yeah.
sure. But oh my God, I had to get that off my chest. We're back. She's distracted, guys. But I had to get that off my chest because Why do y'all think that's a standard? That's a production. Please get out of our face.
And relax. Have a seat.
Especially because I come from a church that used to put sermons on tapes, cassettes.
Same.
And I was there during the transition of them then doing CDs.
Mm-hmm. We'll come a
Then
long way. People
we have
really
come a
don't.
long
People
way.
really don't realize how far we've come.
Child, I don't want to talk about it from my perspective, but I was happy to see that through a different lens. And that's when I immediately told, no shade, my pastor and our church secretary, that I don't think we charge enough for that type of service.
Say, put that little increase on there. Mm-hmm.
You got the popsicle, girl. This is the one I was looking for. Of course you can't eat it because it ain't open. Huh? Go on somewhere. But anywho, thanks for listening to my rant, guys. I'm gonna edit this as best as I can, but that was my rant that I've been holding in since
That's a
Saturday.
valid one. That's very valid.
Because looking at it live and being there live, y'all need to chill out.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool your heels. Cool your heels. Honey, some people probably don't even know there is a live chat when the live stream is rolling. Give people some grace.
And our people, never mind. I don't want to go there from a biblical standpoint. I don't. Nope.
Mm.
And I'm gonna let it slide. I said what I needed to say and we done with that. But from a nostalgic standpoint, I also like how we touched on the fact that, girl, funerals done came a long way.
Yes, they have. It's
But I also wanted
cold.
to
It's
ask you,
still
like,
cold.
but
Everybody be
no, that's a
warm and
perfect
stay safe.
segue. That is a perfect segue because I wanted to ask you, did your little go to school with all these cancellations?
So we were off yesterday, not today. But there was still some schools that were off today, due to the cold temperatures. It was 8 degrees when I looked at my phone this morning, but it said it feels like -8.
Yeah, I thought it felt like, well, on my end, they said it felt like -11,
Mm-hmm.
even
Yeah.
though it was like 1 degrees or something like that.
Just single digits out here. When it's single digits, it all feels the same.
Girl,
Just
when it's cold, period.
bitter cold.
Period.
It's bitter cold. But it's funny because I was talking to one of my much older, I'm talking about 90 plus club clients today. And she said, this is just everything goes in a cycle. Everything goes in a cycle. It's not global warming or nah.
It's
She said it's
snowing in
not.
places that ain't never snowed before.
I know, but go with me. She said everything goes in a cycle. There's been years and times where it has been this cold. It has been this cold before, and everything just goes in a cycle. I said, you're right. It's like everything else in like fashion. Fashion goes in a cycle. Bell bottoms, platform shoes, all that stuff goes in and out of seasons, right? In like cycles. And so, yeah, we just hadn't had this combination of a winter in some time.
And I
It had been
also
a
feel
while.
like this is a good winter, to be honest.
I mean, it's
I feel
it's
like this is a good
January. What do
winter
you
compared.
want?
No, let me get there. I feel
Mm.
like this is a good winter so far compared to previous winters. However, in my opinion, we have not reached our coldest and most treacherous day of the week during winter. I mean, month of the year during wintertime, which is February.
Yeah, and I keep thinking we still got to get through
We
February, y'all.
and March
Yeah,
to keep it hot.
yeah. Don't we know it? I know it. And but yeah, you're right. You're right. February, get
February, I
really
believe, is our
decent.
worst month of the year for wintertime because it doesn't know if it wants to rain. It doesn't know if it wants to snow. So then we get ice covering everything and then
Hmm.
ice all. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I hate February.
Yeah.
And
February is its
it's,
own winter
it's
in its own right. Yeah, you're right about that. Mm,
January, December, even November or October if it want to snow. To me,
yeah.
is lightweight compared to what February brings.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So we're
And I'm
just
just
getting
like, how
started,
are
in my
we?
opinion, while the rest of the nation is like tripping out.
Well, rightfully so for many states because the southern states they not equipped for this
They
kind of
don't
stuff.
have the
They're not equipped for ice.
infrastructure or whatever they be talking about. They don't got yet. They're not ready.
Right. And that's the thing that throws them off real bad. And they go wiping out the grocery stores and they having a time. They having a time because they just not equipped. They don't know. They
And
don't know how
that's
to
okay, but I
navigate
feel
it.
like with the evolution of things happening and the more consistent this is happening down there for them, I feel like we need to make some
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
And
Like
I don't
it's
live
that
there, so I
denial.
can't. Right, I don't live there, so I can't tell them what to do.
Like that was a one off and then here it is again. Oh well.
This has been a one-off for the past 5 years, I feel like. I have family down there. Y'all still ain't got it? I went to school down there. Y'all
But
still ain't got it
still,
together yet? Come on now.
people be like, I've been out here all my life. It don't never be like this. And then it's another year and it's real
I mean,
bad.
I'm still surprised that people that live in the mitten ain't letting they faucets and stuff drip slightly during the wintertime.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
standard. Guys, we're supposed to do that.
I have family members directly that are being affected by frozen pipes. Yep. Yep. Sis, my in-laws, dealing with
You
them
gotta
pipes.
let it drip
It's
just a bit.
yep. But the thing is, like here at my place, and I don't know, it very well could be like the infrastructure of your place, right, where you
Yeah,
live
that's
at,
definitely a thing as
because
well. Yeah.
if there's no kind of barriers, because that's what I thought, like living in our complex, they will throw out the notice, hey, go ahead and put a little drip drip because we're at risk, but I haven't seen anything and we've been fine. But there's been a couple nights that I'm like, I'm just go ahead and just tap it, let it go a little bit,
Just in case.
just in case.
Because I was finna say, with where we live and how our structures.
And what happened?
Just like to put out a disclaimer, she is also very peopled out, and all the person she wants is me. Okay. She's been in people's
Totally get
faces.
it. Totally get it.
The show must go on, people, okay? Because this is what y'all expect, which takes me back to my. Don't get me started on. Don't get me started. I don't want to go there because that proves
Where
my
you
point.
going?
No, that
Where you
proves my
going?
point. Y'all don't care if kids are crying in the background, people got an eyelash in their eye and taking their glasses off. You don't care if it blanks out and come back in. You don't care if the audio's too loud or too quiet. Y'all want perfect content all the time, and that's not a real thing unless you have actually a production team.
Yeah. And perfect content can be boring.
Moving on.
I shouldn't say that. No shade. But perfection.
This is real life, real people in real time, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We gave y'all the disclaimer months ago. So
Oh yes, correct. You are right. Thank you for
we put
reminding the
we put
people.
out a disclaimer months ago.
Thank you for reminding the
And
people.
our audience
Because I think
should
our podcast is,
understand.
I think our podcast is fantastic
No,
compared
it's
to some things
wonderful.
I've seen. What up, chat? We don't see you in the chat. What they say in the chat. No, chat. Who are you talking to? And it's supposed to be a podcast. Let me stop. I'm not ready to take my show on the road just yet.
Soon. Very soon.
But I'm just
But
saying. What would you rather have? A
yeah.
baby screaming in the background or somebody telling you we don't see you in the chat? I'm
But
not
you in
putting
the
that in the
chat. But you in the chat.
This week's episode is going to be called The Privilege of It All. Because the amount of privilege that we swayed back and forth
Yes.
during this episode has me baffled that y'all have let technology take.
Yes.
Everybody just need to go read a book. Touch some grass. Go play in the snow.
Come touch some snow, even if it might be artificial.
I don't
Anyway,
care how
that's
they get it. Find the joy. I don't care how they
find
get
your
it. Find the joy
find the joy.
with something other than what is screen time, screen pays. I don't care what you call it, because y'all call it all kind of things nowadays. I don't care. Go do something else.
Yeah. I even have to find myself like pulling back on all the platforms a lot of times. Like it gets to be too much sometime. And then it's like, yeah, you get to looking for perfection too. And then you get to critiquing people. But it's like, hey, we all just out here trying to
While you sitting in the bed
make
scrolling,
it
get off.
shake.
And you want me to be
Comfortable. Up under your covers. The phone
you
charging
want my
up.
content to be perfect while you laying in your bed with the lights off, scrolling content? Please get off my line.
Man, let me tell you. I have went into this one chat with this gentleman. He's a lawyer, African American lawyer. Hey. And he hadn't went live in quite some time, but he did this one particular day and I caught it. And he was like, I'm gonna bring some people up because you can do that on the live. And he said, but before I bring you up, you got to be sitting up. Don't be laying back in your bed with the light off and I can't see. I'm saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You better tell them you better sit up straight and let me see your face. Cause
I don't want
people be
we going down a
people be
wormhole,
wild.
and I don't want to do that with my marketing
I'm
degree.
sorry, but he was keeping it real, and you have
And I
to
love
commend
that
it
because
because
people
people will
are
come up.
so privileged when it comes to technology and lies and what y'all expect these content. I don't want to get into it. All I know is I'm gonna have to pull my mom card right now
That's fine.
because she tired, and my food is in the oven speaking to me. I can smell it.
Okay. Say less. This was
I feel
wonderful.
like we have wonderful content, and we have been talking to a very specific group of people
Mm-hmm.
today, and all facets of everything. And that's what this show is going to be about, the privilege of it all, because that's what we've been pointing out. Because how dare I've been through too much to go there this week. So maybe catch me at a different time.
That's fair. That's fair. I think you got your point across
I hope I
to
did.
where it is
'Cause I
understood.
don't want to bring it up anymore. Because what is
Yeah.
wrong with
You said it. It's privilege. We're in a privileged society.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out to our latest episode of Girlhood to Grownhood. I am Tamika.
And I'm Annika.
Please follow us on all social platforms. Right now, we're mainly on Instagram because that's where our generation lies, from what I've seen. And you can find us there for right now. And whenever the TT figure out what it's going to do, and that's a topic for another discussion. And whenever everybody else is going to figure out what to do, that's where you can find us, is on the IG at Girlhood to Grownhood. And yeah, follow us. You can email us different topics like the topic we talked about today and other topics you may want us to talk about later in the future at girlhoodtogrownhood@gmail.com. And if you would like sponsorships or want your commercial put on our show, please email us at that same email address. I'm not going to say it over. It's going to also be in the caption because y'all should know how this works by now. I'm not saying it no more. I done been through too much.
Y'all got it. We love y'all and we thank you for the support.
Be well, be happy. Good night, everybody.
See y'all.